Hello, this is Sashi Jivan. This is introduction to my proposal submitted for Pycon India 2023. The idea is to uh, take any image and then with a single command render that image on a Google spreadsheet. It has three steps. The first step is reading the image information, dimensions, and each pixel's RGB color components. So I used Python's pillow library for that. Second step is setting up the Google canvas. So used the image dimensions that I read in the first step to set up the Google Canvas new spreadsheet using Google Spreadsheet API. Then in that one more step is setting up the pixel as a square pixel, because by default Google's spreadsheet cell is a rectangular cell. Its height is 21 pixels and width is 100 pixels. So I used Google Spreadsheet API to set up all the cells width to match the height. So all the width is set to 21 pixels. The third step is a complex part where I had to generate a new JSON for each of those pixel information, convert that into a background style for each cell in the Google spreadsheet. So for that, I used data classes to simplify the coding, uh, loop through all the pixel data, and then generate a data class object, and then using one more library called data class underscore JSON. On a single step, I converted that JSON into a JSON data class object into JSON, and submit this request to Google Spreadsheet API. The challenges I faced is the Google Spreadsheet API documentation was not so user friendly. I had to dig through a lot of documentation for that, and I had to, most of the data spreadsheet API that are available are basically meant built to use spreadsheet API as a the Google Spreadsheet is a Google Spreadsheet API as a data store. So I was not able to use those APIs. I built a small layer on top of the Google Spreadsheet API for this. And the libraries like traceback and logging were really helpful in troubleshooting and identifying the cause, because whenever I submit, sometimes I had these issues with submitting the Google Spreadsheet API, and there was no detailed information on why request was failing. So I was able to fix the issues in my code using traceback. Thank you. So here I'm passing the image as a parameter to the script. First it identified the image as a 200 by 200 pixel, and then image mode is RGBA. I'm ignoring the transparency, I'm converting it to RGB mode. Then using the dimensions, I'm creating the Google's new sheet. You see that bottom is a new sheet added, and the script has now modified the pixels to be square pixels. Now next step is using the image data, I'm generating the JSON data for that pixel data, and this will like little bit of time. I just go through each pixel and read its RGB values. I already stored in the array and generate the JSON objects using data classes. So once we have the data classes, then we use that JSON to submit a request to Google Spreadsheet API. Yeah. Um, yeah. Now the JSON is generated and submitted. We submitted a request to Google Spreadsheet API. That is complete, successful. Now you'll see in the background the image will be rendered in the Google Spreadsheet. Once it's rendered, we'll go back to the Google Spreadsheet. Yeah, now, yes. Now let's go back to the Google Spreadsheet, and let's zoom out because the image is larger than what we can see in the screen here. And so ideally, I mean, here in this screen I can see 33% is a, I can see the whole image. Yes, now the image is visible. Yeah, I can, yeah, scroll up and down this image. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.